welcome back to another one of my tower fantasy videos, where today we're going to be going over should you really advance the character. Now this is really going to depend on a lot of factors, and for this video I'm going to be going over 5 different things that you need to keep in the back of your mind. You could be whale or free to play. I think you can learn a lot from this video. So for the first topic that we're going to be going over is free to play versus whale. How will this actually affect the free to play versus whale? Well, the first thing that you have to know as a free to play is the fact that whales are going to naturally have higher CS than free to play, right? Because of the fact that they're able to take any character, advance 6 them, not only advance 6 them, they're also going to have the option to advance to their matrices, which in a sense will increase their CS. And this is how people have 10,000 to 15,000 higher CS to you. Even if you look at the CN version of Tower Fantasy, you'll still see the same repeated process. Now later on to the game, this will not matter all that much because of the fact that you'll also have the chance as a free to play to advance 6 your characters and A2 your matrices, which inside my CN account as a free to play player, I have managed to advance 6 one of my characters, which is Huma. She's a non-limited character, but she get the point. And then not only that, some of the characters from the limited banner eventually moves over to the standard banner. Example is Claudia, and not only Claudia, Co-op B, the shotgun girl, she eventually moved into the standard banner. Now I know a character like Ling will not be coming to the standard banner, so I'm very curious to see how this plays out in the future. Will there be certain characters that they feel like are too OP to go into the standard banner, or will they just put randomly selected characters in the standard banner? We'll just have to wait, find out, and see together. And not only that, like I said, as a free to play, you're eventually able to get the advanced 6 and advanced to matrices or whatever. But to move on to the next thing that I want to talk about is, will advancements make or break a character? Yes, for certain characters, I do believe that if you do not have advancements on them, it's really bad. And for other characters, I feel like you can go without advancements. And the example that I'm going to be using, and this girl, I'm going to be using her a lot through the video because she's coming out to global soon, so a lot of people know who she is. And on top of that, she's just one of the best examples that I can give you for what will make or break a character. Also Claudia, but we're not going to talk about her. So for Co-op B, I would really recommend you having her advancement 3 because she's going to be your main DPS. And how she's going to be your main DPS is applying a ton of burn damage. And with this burn damage, it's just going to melt the enemy's HP away. So you won't really see good burn or really good damage until you get her advancement 3. With advancement 3, using a skill or a dodge on burning targets will additionally apply ionic burn, dealing 90% of attack as flame damage every second for 10 seconds. So on top of her already doing damage with her, her autos and charge, and it could be her ult or whatever, now she's going to be doing a ton of more damage because of the fact that she's applying a burn debuff on the enemy, which is really good, but that may not be accessible for free to play because of the fact that it's advancement 3 and you'll need like a copy of her. Then you'll need 2 more copies and then another copy to even get to advancement 3. And if she's coming out next, I do not think anyone's going to have the currency as a free to play to pull all the way to advancement 3 Co-op B. So that's her. Now another character that you don't really need advancements for, but I would really recommend is Saki or Ling. But I'm going to do Ling just for right now. So for Saki herself, right, I mean not Saki, Ling, she doesn't really need an advancement. She comes fresh out the box really good. But if you want to look at some of her advancements only increases like some of her damage, support capabilities also. So like if you look at Ling's first advancement, what it does is it basically increases her night blooms, and not only that, it increases up to like 50% damage inside there, which is not a ton with the fact she doesn't already do that much damage. So it's just doing extra passive damage inside of her night blossoms or whatever. So it's not nothing crazy. If you want it, you can get it, but is it really recommended? Nah, you don't need any advancements on her. Same thing with Sakifua. I will recommend at least 1 advancement on her, but even her you don't need an advancement on. So that's the thing that you need to know about that. And then the third thing that I want to go over is, should free to play go for advancements? Well, this really depends, right? For your core units, I would recommend getting advancements on them. So you can pull somebody like Saki or Ruby or Nemesis or even someone like what's the last character, Lyra, I think I didn't say Lyra, who are essentially going to have these advancements that are really going to benefit the team or the character themselves, which in essence it benefits the whole team because of the fact they're core unit. So when we look at a character like Ruby, her advancement is pretty selfish, but she's the core unit of the team, and not only that, she's going to be your DPS and your shatter, so it's kind of worth it in my opinion. So when you look at her first advancement, it increases her skill, or Sparky, the ball that she sends out, damage to 182. Not only that, her weapon cooldown is going to be reduced by 24, and if her skill is 30 seconds and it's being reduced by 24, that means she's going to have a 6-second cooldown, which in my opinion is really insane. And I really think if you plan on building a fire team, that you go ahead and pull for Ruby advancement 1 because of the fact of how good it is and how much it can change your entire team comp. So the next thing that you need to know, even moving forward as a free to play, is the fact that you just want to save for certain characters, your core units, and you really want to try and get at least one copy of them. If not, it's fine. Character will still be good out the box or whatever. So the fourth thing that I want to go for is advancements that are universal, right? So some of the advancements that are universal inside this game will be someone's like Saki, which is what I've been kind of saving her up for. So we go to Saki's first advancement. Essentially what it does is whenever she has false resonance activated, any weapon skill that she uses 5 times, it will clear all the cooldown on all her weapon skills, and not only that, it will double circulation and counterattack for 25 seconds, which is a huge buff because of the fact that she's increasing her damage and she's resetting the cooldown of all her skills. And pretty much, if all, let's just say all your skills have a 30-second cooldown, after a minute, all your weapons are getting a refresher skill, which is really good for clearing something like the Phasm, or just doing more damage than your team whenever you're trying to carry in, either be Frontier Clash or Joint Operation. Just really good in general, and it's universal and it applies to the whole team instead of herself, right? So that's an advancement that I would recommend for free to play, and not only for free to play, it's universal, so it's an advancement I recommend to anyone. There's a couple more advancements, but that's just one of the advancements that I wanted to use on a character like that, and this points to the fact that she's a core unit too. So the fifth thing that I want to go over is how do advancements work and who to advance. So the thing is about advancements is the way you get advancements inside of Tower Fantasy is you can do world bosses, you can pull, and you'll pull and you'll essentially get an SR or an SSR off banner, and you'll get these black golds, which with these black golds you can go into the shop. Once you get 120, you're able to get advancement copy of a character, and then after you get advancement copy of that character, you can just repeat this process. Now you must have at least one copy of this character to start off with. So this can be an example of A0. You have an A0 Coco, then you're able to get another Coco. If you don't have a copy of 0, then you're not able to buy 0 from the shop. This also will apply with the fact that whenever characters from the limited banner get moved over to the standard banner, exception is Ling as of what I know right now. So whenever Claudia or Fridge or Nemesis go into there and you got a copy of them already, or if you get a copy from them, you're able to get more copies. And with the world bosses, the way you get black gold from them is sometimes you're offered SSR, or sometimes you get a SR from outside of doing the decipher of the box, right? That's how you get the reward. You'll get black gold automatically because of the fact that it may get a copy of your SR or it may not, or whatever, which is pretty cool. So you're at least guaranteed like 1 black gold, I think, from doing world bosses, which over time it does a lot, but getting it as 1 copy right then and there might not matter too much as you, but it helps you build up with the fact that you get purples all the time, which will help you get black gold in order to get to that 120 that you need. So just keep that in mind. And on top of that, the way that it works for the limited banners is you get 120 red gold, and with this red gold you're able to go to pity and buy the character from the shop. So the thing is, what you want to keep in mind about this red gold that you're getting is the fact that this red gold does not transfer over to the next banner, even if the banners are being ran at the same time. Perfect example is Frigg and Claudia. If you pulled on Fridge, her red gold only goes to Fridge, and the red gold will not transfer over to Claudia banner. That's something I did not know and just found out because they never did that in CN. So now that we all know that, we know to be very careful about what we do and who we pull for in the future. And on top of, you know, pulling for these characters, the next thing that I want to talk about is the fact that a lot of them are going to be eventually coming to the standard banner. So, you know, keep your eye on that. And certain characters you should really start, you know, saving up for. But pretty much that's the end of this video. If you guys did like the video, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to join the Discord, because like I said, we're getting a giveaway once we get to 500 subs. And on top of giving the giveaway, for the 500 subs, I'll be giving away the 2 nitros with inside the giveaway, and I'll be releasing a very special video on top of my YouTube channel. So stay tuned for that. But besides that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.